你好，我是安德洛，欢迎来这英国叔叔 show。我跟你讲一下哈，歹势哈，你这个阿伦英国叔叔，伊今仔日无爽快，要安怎？所以伊甲我讲一下，我来这今仔日是我今仔日是我讲的，安尼好。
Okay, yes, that rather, let's say, interesting intro to the video was not the late, great Zhuge Liang, but instead was my friend Andrew, who went viral before viral was even a thing for his impersonation of the great Taiwanese comedian over 30 years ago when he appeared on Taiwanese TV and did this. So, as a long-time friend of mine and a 30-year resident of Taiwan, Andrew has a lot of stories to share, and I'm delighted to welcome him onto my channel, and thankfully this time he isn't singing. Yes, of course, I am not sick. I am here to present the video. So, welcome to my good friend, Andrew.
Hi, hello.
You need to apologize for lying.
I'm sorry, Al. I'm really sorry about that, mate.
Just a little bit of fun, right?
Yeah, that's all it was, yeah.
Yeah.
歹勢哈。
One of my favorite styles of videos is interviewing people with an interesting story and interviewing long-time friends. And Andrew qualifies on both counts of that. How long have we been friends?
Well, it must be over 20 years, I would say.
Your time is going a bit quicker than mine. It's about 17 years.
Oh, right, okay.
And we know each other through a sport known as cricket. Taiwanese people have no idea what is cricket.
No.
Explain it in one sentence. What is cricket?
When you're in, you're out. When you're out, you're in.
But yes, me and Andrew met a long time ago in Chiayi. We used to play cricket in Chiayi. And as British people often do in Taiwan, we bump into each other and we form an instant connection regarding our culture and also our love of Taiwan. Let's get a bit of a story as to how your love of Taiwan started. What's your first connection to Taiwan?
Basically, I knew nothing about Taiwan. Well, I went for a working holiday in Australia and I met a Taiwanese girl. She was my first girlfriend from Chiayi. I decided to come across here and actually meet her. And when I actually got across here to meet her, the parents were shocked. Who's this foreigner coming along into
White devil.
Yes, that's right. And basically I was turned away straight away. She was like, sorry, my parents won't accept you. And
wow.
Yeah, sorry, you've came all the way from England and now do what you want. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. So I couldn't understand the word they were saying because it was all in Taiwanese.
Well, talking of which, you're a Taiwanese expert. You're one of my best speaking Taiwanese friends. 你可以教我一个说法，一个台语的说法。
Okay. 我是澳加拿大导游。
我是澳加拿大导游。
唔是，你講唔對，你講唔對，你係想冇好。我跟你講出來哈。我是澳加拿大導遊。我是澳加拿大導遊。唔是澳加拿大導遊。對，拜拜。
What are you trying to teach me? What are we learning?
I'm smarter than I look.
All joking aside, what do you think is the difference between a foreigner that can speak Taiwanese and a foreigner that can just speak Chinese or Mandarin? Do you think it has some value to learning Taiwanese?
Yes.
What's the value there?
Well, especially in the south, you'll hear a lot of people speaking Taiwanese, and sometimes you want to understand a little bit of what's going on. I was a very curious person, so I wanted to know. And also, I feel that the Taiwanese, they kind of welcome you more if you can speak a little bit of Taiwanese.
Oh, for sure. Even like instead of saying 不好意思, if you just say 拍谁, their eyes light up.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, 你说拍谁. And if you learn Taiwanese, you're showing that you're kind of investing yourself into Taiwan. Because if you're going to go to China in the future, Taiwanese is useless.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some more of a respect for the country if you speak Taiwanese compared to Chinese, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I found it really useful, especially I've been playing tennis, speaking to them in Taiwanese, learning Taiwanese. Even this time when I've come back, it's been great. They've really accepted me. I wouldn't get that in England, people being so nice, but I've given a lot of effort by trying to learn the language.
I agree. I think it's more valuable to them or more appreciated that you learned Taiwanese than Chinese, because Chinese is a valuable language to a foreigner. Like, you can go to many different countries and make money using Chinese. And if you just learn Chinese, then you're kind of taking advantage of the situation. The fact that Taiwan also speaks Chinese. If you learn Taiwanese, you can only use that in Taiwan.
Right.
So it's kind of like you're investing your time and effort into Taiwan.
Yeah.
So having said that, I want to keep pushing on about this like introduction to the family aspect. If you could have spoken Taiwanese at that time when you met your in-laws, the first meeting, what would you have said to them in Taiwanese that would have won them over, that would have like given you some street cred?
You've got me on the spot there. I really can't think what
You're not going to say, you can trust me with your daughter. Like, how would you say that?
Whoopee, I'll go. I can't say it, no.
What, because they can't trust you? Or you don't know how to say it?
Well, actually, Hui Lang, I would have said that I'm a good person. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a good person. Yeah. I'm Pai Lang. That means I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
You know.
So what did you do to try to be accepted by the family? Did you try anything specific?
I didn't try. I saw what the dad looked like. Yeah, he was a pretty big guy. So yeah. So no, I didn't do anything. I realised that no, that's it.
So you say you knew nothing about Taiwan. Like, is it literally you knew nothing, or what was your stereotype of Taiwan when you were growing up?
Yeah, the other thing was made in Taiwan, the toys. Yeah.
Yeah, made in Taiwan, plastic toys and shoes and stuff. My dad actually has a joke when he came here. He was like, when you pick up a pair of shoes, does it say "made around the corner"? But yeah, the stereotype of Taiwan as for us British people growing up was more cheap plastic knockoff products. As we know now, Taiwan is more famous for much more high-end quality products. And how did you find the differences between Taiwanese girls and the girls you'd known back from England?
Just basically maybe a bit of a language barrier at the start. Yeah, so her English was okay. She was living in Australia, but I found that she was a little bit different. She was in Australia, but as soon as she came back to Taiwan, she became more, should we say, Taiwanese.
Like reverted back to factory settings.
This was basically, this is where she lived, where she came from.
Okay. How have you seen Taiwan change over those 30 years?
There were just so many rice fields. I moved to Zoyin, and even around Zoyin, but there was nothing. There was rice fields all around us. It was just like, people just won't imagine it, what it was like. I really think the traffic has really improved here compared to what it was like. People are stopping at lights. Some of the driving, still needs to improve the way people drive, but it has got a lot better.
How do you feel if foreigners are treated differently compared to 1991 to 2025?
It's probably different, because I'm just coming back on a holiday. I've just been here for 2 months. I haven't really seen what it's like, but I would say 8 years ago when I was here, people were very polite, would try to help you, etc. But before, it was like you were a star. You were stared at. You know, it felt uncomfortable. When I first came here, it was like, people were pointing at you, people were going up to you, just about touching you, because, they hadn't seen many foreigners.
Do you think we can classify Taiwan as a multicultural country yet, or is it still pretty homogenous, do you think?
I would say, most of the cities like Taipei, Taichung, it's very multicultural,
But compared to London or New York, it's not, right?
No.
There's more foreign faces, but it's only still like 1% of the population is like foreign.
Yeah, I would say, if you're going to compare it like that, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes I get abuse in my comment section when I try to encourage Taiwan to become more multicultural. It'd be great if Taiwan had more immigration, more foreign talent come into the country and share their experiences, share their culture. And some people on the comment section will say, how dare you? Taiwan should be Taiwan. Taiwan should be Taiwanese. Taiwan should stay Taiwanese. Do you agree with this concept, or what do you think? Do you think there's more benefit from having a multicultural society, or should Taiwan stay Taiwanese?
Well, being a big Mr. Pig lover, Zhuge Liang fan, I'm very much half Taiwanese. So I would be careful on that. I would say yes, in some ways it's good. I've got to be careful what I say, these days. But with what I've seen in England, yourself, what it's like now.
Of course, we want people to come to Taiwan to contribute to society rather than take from society. Yeah. That's the best way of saying it. Let's go back to basics. Let's go back to your first time when you arrived in Taiwan. What was the most difficult part about adapting to life in Taiwan?
The weather. Really hot, really humid.
Sweaty, right?
Sweaty, especially coming from England.
Yeah.
All the signs were all in Chinese. There was no pinyin.
Oh, really?
So it was all in Chinese. So after 6 months, I did go back, and then I came back again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And apart from the weather, was there anything else that really gave you a challenge?
Oh, the food. I probably lost about 10 kilos.
Oh, really?
I just couldn't get used to the food at first. I absolutely love it now.
And what was the most enjoyable part about life in Taiwan?
Traveling around and going to Kenteen when there was only 5 or 6 hotels when I first went down there.
What?
Yeah, I think it's 500 NT I paid for a hotel. Oh yeah, we used to hitchhike down to Kenteen, and there used to be 4 of us going down there. So my girlfriend at the time, she would stand outside on the road and she would hitchhike, and then us 3 would hide behind the wall. So the Taiwanese guy would stop, thinking I'm picking up a Taiwanese
cute Taiwanese girl.
Yes. And then we would jump over the wall and we would quickly get in.
It sounds like a movie, but it actually happens, right? It's so true.
We did that. But they used to want to give us money because they just couldn't understand why are we hitchhiking.
Well, I was going to ask you, why did you hitchhike? Did you not have any money?
Yeah, we did. We just found it interesting. We wanted to do something different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And explore what was going on. Practice our Chinese, practice our Taiwanese.
Nowadays, things are a little bit more different. Things are a little bit more
I'll
strict.
tell you a funny situation as well. I was in Pindong, and I got to a traffic light and it was on red, and I was really, like I said, most of the locals were always turning right 10, 15 years ago. So I decided to turn right and a police officer stopped me. So I was like, oh dear, what do you do here? Do you play just speaking English to him and whatever? Because 15 years ago they didn't really speak much English and whatever. So I just started and he said, what are you doing? He said, red light, red light. So I just turned around and goes, I said you, I said me, I said what? I said me, I said him, I said what? And he turned round in Taiwanese and he goes, Li Qi Xiao, Li Xian Zhao, Li Xian Zhao, which means just go, just go, just go. And I understood what he said, so I just went. So it was quite funny, yeah. But like I said, that would never happen now. They would stop
Not
you.
at all, not at all. Before we go, there is one other experience that you've had in Taiwan, which I think we saw a little bit earlier. You were on a Taiwanese TV show.
Well, it was great. As I say, we got the t-shirts made. We started following Mr. Pig. As I say, you can see we're a fan club of him, which says, Mr. Pig foreign fan club.
Oh, nice.
So we got the t-shirts made because we tried to get the attention of the younger generation because we heard that they didn't like Mr. Pig and whatever. Okay. So basically, when we got these t-shirts, they were like, what are you doing with this on? We hate him, we don't like him. But the older generation find him funny, the grandmothers of Taiwan and whatever. They think he was amazing, and like I said, he passed away unfortunately a few years ago. I'd like to go to Geelong to show my respect for him.
Pay your respects,
and he invited us up there to the show. There was about 7 foreigners up there.
Yeah.
And we did 2 shows with him. One of them I did with his hair. He gave me the wig.
Well, if you've seen Andrew in any of these videos, if you remember it from 20 or 30 years ago, by all means, comment down below. But yes, I just wanted to share an old friend's story and document a long-term friendship for posterity's sake at the very least. Right. So it's nice to have you on the channel. If you are interested in more chats like this and having guests on the channel interview style, Alan and Prozzy are opening a new channel called Alan and Prozzy, where we're going to have guests every week sharing stories, sharing experiences. But yeah, thanks Andrew for being on the channel.
Okay,
it's always a pleasure to see you.
Cheers, thank you.
Welcome to Taichung. I hope you have a good weekend. And as for you guys, I'll see you next time in My Life in Taiwan. Peace. Bye-bye.